Hey guys, just thought I'd do a quick driving video so you could see how it drives, maybe hear how it drives. I mean, right, it's a diesel, it's that old school European diesel sound, which is great. I mean, I freaking love it, but it's actually getting darker sooner than I thought, and I was like, oh man, I was gonna do one of these tonight, so, but I still can, so it's still light enough. Now keep in mind, this driving video, I started from my house, but I let the car warm up for 3 or 5 minutes, because you just kind of have to do that with these. They just, the diesel just doesn't warm up that quickly. Not like today's, you know, I've got a diesel truck that I drive for, you know, doing stuff, and you know, that thing heats up in 30 seconds to a minute. It's great nowadays, but you know, even this thing, when you start it up, glow plugs take a little bit. You can't just hop in and turn it over. You gotta turn it to the accessory spot of the keys, and then you wait 5 or 10 seconds for glow plugs to warm up. So as you can see, drives great. Let's see if we can get some of the, you know, the dash is all lit up, everything's working. I've got the radio off just so you can hear the engine a little bit more. I can roll down the window even, see if you can hear it more. It's actually nice. It's like the, I don't know, 5th or 6th or 7th. Sorry about my finger there. I'm trying to drive and do this, but you can hear that old girl. It's nice out, but not that nice. It's probably like 45 degrees out. But in Missouri, we take 45 degrees in December, so it works out just fine. But just thought I'd take it on a quick drive to kind of show you. You know, we're going. You can see the tack stopped working about, I don't know, 6 or 9 months ago. I was meaning to get in and get it hooked back up, but it's an automatic. I don't use it. I don't really look at it, so I never did. And if I was keeping it, I probably wouldn't. But we're humming along at 50 miles an hour here, and it's, you know, the engine's barely working. So it just does a really good job. Super efficient, starts right up every time. Again, it's diesel, so it does have to warm up a little bit, but once you get it going, you know, just get it running for 3 or 5 minutes, it does a pretty good job. So I'll drive a little bit more, but not too much more. We're kind of all the festive lights, but the rest of the gauges do work. Almost hit that guy. You know, we've got the temperature gauge and gas gauge and speedometer, all that good stuff. Clock works. Probably can't read it, but everything else is all lit up. part about this drive that I'm going on is that it's pretty hilly. Like, this is, since I turned on, it's pretty much straight uphill the whole time, and yeah, takes it on like a champ. One thing that is kind of funny about this car and the diesel engine is that all my buddies that do have big old diesel trucks and work in construction or something like that, or they just have one, they're like, man, when you come around a corner, it feels like there's going to be a, you know, 5500 diesel truck coming around the corner, or at least the 3500 thing is awesome. And they're always like, hey man, you get that thing to roll black smoke? And like, you actually can, yeah, sure, but yeah, try not to. But yeah, it's kind of awesome that you know, you think it just sounds like old school diesel, and then you come around the corner and it's this little 5 Series BMW. But yeah, it's just been a fun car. And the good part about this thing, it's got, you know, probably can't see it, but it's got 57,000 miles on it is all. And supposedly these things run forever, like, you know, 200, 300, 400,000 miles. I talked to one guy, you know, joined a, you know, group, you know, on Facebook that just is for these turbo diesels. And yeah, guys are on there 500, 600,000. One guy was like 600,000, and he lived in California and took a road trip to Colorado in it. I'm like, man, you gotta really trust that thing. But I guess he does, and all the guys that have these things really really like them and really love them. So I do too. It's just I change out my cars more often probably than most guys. I'm not a guy that keeps a car for 5 or 10 years. I'm usually a 2 or 3 year guy, and have fun with it, drive it, put a few thousand miles on her, and you know, I mean, as you can see, you know, there's 4 of them there, and a 5th one went further, and there's a 6th one. There's an L6 over there. So I keep a kind of a group of them around, and so they're fun. But for somebody, this can be a great car. So that's all I had, guys. If you have any questions, give me a shout. See ya.